It was 25th April 2003, a bright Friday morning in the vast, sun-baked wilderness of Canyonlands National Park, Utah. A 27-year-old outdoorsman named Aron Ralston set out alone for an adventure.
With his mountain bike, backpack, a video camera, and minimal supplies, just a liter of water, a couple of burritos, and a cheap multi-tool, he didn't tell anyone where he was going. He was an experienced hiker and climber, used to pushing the limits. So, he was confident, almost invincible.
Aron biked through the desert, left his bike, and hiked deep into Blue John Canyon, a narrow, twisting slot canyon. The red sandstone walls towered above him as he descended into the silence of the earth, squeezing through tight rock corridors. Then, disaster struck.
As he lowered himself into a narrow crevice, he stepped onto a boulder. It shifted beneath his feet. Before he could react, the 800-pound rock dislodged and crashed down, trapping his right arm against the canyon wall. Aron was stuck.
Panic set in, then pain, then the realization. No one knew he was there. He hadn't told a soul. He was completely alone, 100 feet below the desert floor. He tried everything, pushing, pulling, chipping at the rock with his multi-tool. But the boulder didn't budge. His food and water began to run out. At night, the temperature dropped below freezing. During the day, the sun cooked the rocks.
By day 3, Aron was drinking his own urine to stay alive. He kept a video diary on his camera, leaving final messages for his family, apologizing to his parents, and recording his slow physical and emotional breakdown. He hallucinated. He dreamed of water, of family, of a future. He gave up, then found hope again.
But by day 5, his body was failing. He knew he would die there, unless he did the unthinkable. On the 6th day, something changed. Aron realized the rock had crushed his arm so tightly that it was effectively dead. Then, a chilling realization, he could break the bones himself.
With a surge of determination, he used his body weight to snap both the radius and ulna in his forearm. Then came the unthinkable. He began cutting through his own arm with the dull blade of his cheap multi-tool. No surgical tools, no anesthesia, just pure willpower.
It took him about an hour. He cut through skin, muscle, tendons, and nerves, screaming in agony until, finally, he was free.
Weak, bleeding, and barely alive, Aron rappelled down a 65-foot cliff using only one arm. Then, he hiked 6 miles under the scorching sun. As he staggered through the desert, dehydrated and nearly unconscious, a family of hikers spotted him and called for help.
A helicopter airlifted him to safety. He had lost 40 pounds, over a quart of blood, and his right arm, but he was alive. Aron didn't just survive, he transformed.
He became a motivational speaker, wrote a best-selling memoir called Between a Rock and a Hard Place, and even returned to climbing with a prosthetic arm. His story inspired the 2010 film 127 Hours, starring James Franco, directed by Danny Boyle. The film is raw, real, and unforgettable, just like the man himself.
Aron's survival is not just about endurance, but about the unbreakable human spirit, the will to live, and the power of a single decision to change your destiny.